So hello everyone, I am SUDESHNA. I am studying MTech at IIT Kharagpur. So the thing is, so you can see how to effectively use the 3 hours of your GATE exam. Okay, so for now please think that your exam is on 5th of February for CS and respectively for others. Okay, so whatever, if something happens and any notification is out, I'll let you know and you guys know. But for now think that your exam is on stipulated date. Okay, stipulated date. Okay, so now let's see how to not make some mistakes, because preparation is very important, but ultimately execution is at most important. Finally those 3 hours will make your rank whatever you want to. Okay, I'm not trying to scare you, but the thing is true, don't make any mistakes. So that's why I am putting a video on this. So first thing is start, let's say, your exam. See, for exam day and everything, I'll make another separate video, so this video won't be long. Okay, so first thing, either start with aptitude section or your subject. Okay, I mean for any stream, I'm not just talking about computer science stream, for any stream. So if you ask me, I started with aptitude because I feel that I am more comfortable with. So which one you should start, it depends totally on you. Okay, so if you are good with your subjects, you start with that. If you are if you love aptitude and you feel that you can solve more questions there, and first thing, start with aptitude or subject, depends on you, because you should start with the thing which you are most comfortable, sorry for fumbling, and where you can feel you can gain more confidence and go on with your subject, next paper, next questions one by one. So the thing is, so now from last year, since computer science exam was second week, we came to know that questions were jumbled up. Okay, last year questions were jumbled, I mean 1 or 2 mark, because first day of the exam we got to know that questions were jumbled up. So so we were mentally prepared that it will be jumbled up. So I hope you have prepared for that. So the thing is, just keep in mind it might be jumbled up, because computer science stream has first day of the exam, and other stream also the first, if 9:30, I think BM, I think biomedical, CS and biomedical have the same day, forenoon session at 5th of February. So the thing is, it might get jumbled up, so it will be written here. Okay, so if this is your computer screen, somewhere here it will be written your marks, 1 mark or 2 mark, or if it is NAT or if it is MSQ. Okay, so now we will call, so this is very important. So it's not that, if it is not the case that 1 to certain number it will be 1 mark, then it will be 2 marks. So just don't go on 30th question and answering that it might be 2 marks question. So be prepared. Okay, so that's why I'm just telling you. Number 3 is MSQ. So MSQ MSQ means multi-select question. So A can be correct, B can be correct, C can be correct, any of 2 or 3 or all might be correct. Okay, so the thing is, please check the options very particularly. Okay, last year one question was on propositional calculus. It was very easy, but if you just go to option A or B, certain option, the last option was correct too. Okay, so I did not miss it. So please go on, check all the options. When there will be check boxes, not radio buttons, it will be MSQ. So please check all options. Okay, so you not lose marks. And another thing is, MSQ has no negative marking. So even if you don't know the answer, just make any guesswork. Okay, so NAT you cannot guess some marks, like it will be like, I don't know, but MSQ, please do mark the questions. Okay, even if you don't know the answer, just mark some, whatever you would want to mark it, because it has no negative marking. So now fourth and most important point is, don't get stuck in one question. Okay, so suppose you start with the paper, let's say to second or third question is from your favorite subject, let's say operating system, and you know that question, you might feel that I know the question, I can answer it, but some time is gone, but you feel that you are not able to answer the question. Don't get stuck, okay, because whole paper is there. It might be one question of certain marks, 1 or 2 marks, maximum 2 marks will be there. If you lose time in that, because the clock, the timer will be going, okay, so you are not fighting with the just paper, okay, you are there are like hundreds of thousands of students who, if they answer the other questions correctly, and if you are stuck with that particular question and thinking that I know this question, but why I am not able to answer it, so timer will go on. You have to leave that question for later, okay, because you can come back later and answer that, but rest of the questions should not be ignored, okay. So that is very important, that please don't get stuck in one question. So if you get stuck, you will lose time. Sorry. Sorry for the interruption. So now next is very important is scribble pad. Okay, so everyone will be given one scribble pad, or after it ends you can ask for one more. So the thing is, don't just, if this is your scribble pad, okay, so like operate forwarding questions, on whenever the question is you need a longer space, so you just turn it like this side, okay, and start. So my first question I remember COA was I started with the computer science section after Apti, and it was operating forwarding, so it was going like this. So you know that operating forwarding takes a lot of time, like space, so you can turn like this and do one thing. So like if you have solved, let's say, one question, so mark it out, and second question you have turned the page, and the second page you also write this is question number 2. If you are not able to answer some part of the question, just leave a space here, don't like stuck in that question that I was just previously talking. The thing is, if you mark properly, that is question number 1, this is question number 2, like this, if you mark this properly, so the thing is when you come back you can just see that if you have any doubts regarding that question, you can just, but if you just jumble in a jumbling order, if you just put like here some calculations you have done, here some calculations like this, some clusters like thing you have done, so it will take a lot of your time. If you want to just see calculation error or something, then you have to do the question again. So that's why I'm telling you. So now the next important thing is how to answer the question paper, okay. So like I think you have now idea how to answer the question paper. So first of all sorry, go the like scan the paper once, I mean just go down, go next. The thing is I mean you can do that, like if you are wondering for the subject, let's say DBMS is your favorite subject, so if you are finding like finding that question, that is also okay, but the thing is if you just, let's say you are going one question after another, I mean solving it, but if you feel some question is tough and you are not able to, will not be able to solve it in 2 minutes maximum, so you just leave it, okay. So make it mark for review and mark for review. There is a purple color button, just click it and go to next. So in like this do the whole paper. So 65 questions you do, and then come back. So you can go one by one, and if you do this mark for review, I don't have a purple colored pen, so if you have mark for review, you can just go and check that question. So then you can solve that question, and you can then, if you even in the third row you do the questions which might like it not be, you have not like have no knowledge of how to solve it, okay, just give it a try, don't leave any questions. Most the problem with the students, like I also faced, is when COA question comes, it will be like huge thing written, okay, but the thing is it might be easy, okay, we might feel that it is so huge and might leave out, but COA questions will it is like comparatively bigger than other questions, but it might be easier, okay. So just don't leave COA but by just looking the length, I mean not COA, any question. Like in one digital question, when I was solving the PYQs, the question was easy, but it was written everything down, that's why not the counters were given, so that's why the question got lengthier. So just don't leave the question just by seeing the length of the question, do read it out, okay. So that is very important. So in the third go, do the questions which is left, okay. So if and after that give some time for, like, let's say 10-15 minutes for revision, that the questions you have done. Don't start thinking that okay, I have marked this question correct, so I am getting 40, 50, 60 marks. Don't do that. Okay, in paper, in the hall, you should not do this. You can do all these things after coming out. You will have entire time to you doing all those calculations. Okay, so now for just one last thing is that if you haven't taken any test series, you can take one test series for CS and BM people. So it is on first day, 5th February. I don't remember second half whose exam is there. So if your exam is on 5th of February and you haven't taken any exam, take one at least, so you just have accustomed with the system of this online examination. Okay, so one important thing for them is save and next. Okay, there will be a button save and next. So suppose you have done question number 1, just don't choose question 2, 3, always choose save and next. Okay, this is very, very important. If you don't save and next, whatever answer you have chosen for, let's say question number 1, it will be gone. So save and next, by like this, go one by one. Even if you want to go to number 3 question, save and next to 2 and then go to 3. If you are not able to answer the number 2 question, then just again go to 3. Okay, like this. Always click save and next. Save and next will be, your question is here, your options will be here, so save and next will be here. Okay, so always click the save and next. So that's I wanted to say. I mean, most of you know, but the thing is, if anyone doesn't, so I don't want anyone to lose on this. Okay, so I actually one time I did one mistake like this, not in GATE exam. In TCS one exam was there, I was doing, so I did not do save and next. I was just going one by one, question 2 question like this. So so it's very important. So save and next is very important. Please do that. And though for those who haven't taken any test series, so mark and review option is there. So if you are not able to solve that question, so mark that question. So it will not be evaluated until and unless you put one answer to it. Okay, so if you put an answer to it, it will be marked and it will be reviewed. Okay, you have and if you haven't answered, just will be reviewed only. So that is important. So please you make use of this mark for review and next. Okay, if you are not able to answer any question right now, but you know that you can answer it if you give some more time, like say 3 or 4 minutes, so then use that option. It is a purple color option. It will be there. I think somewhere here it will be there. Now it has long time I haven't taken any test series, like 1 year, so I don't remember exactly, but mark for review is there. Okay, so please take this, use this button. And another thing is, most important is don't go just jump one by one question, save and next. So for those students who have not taken any test, I will just suggest, just take one test. If your exam is on 5th of February, so just take one test to just to see the interface and everything. Okay, so that I want to say. If you haven't taken any test series, I think in GATE website there is one for demo test. Okay, so you can take that. Okay, so just to understand, not to tell you how much marks will be getting, just to understand all the things. So that is I wanted to say. I don't remember anything else, so if I have anything more to say, I will update you. So whatever, all the best for you guys. So I know this is a huge deal, exam and everything, but GATE is a part of life. It is not your whole life. Okay, so just remember that until and unless you just end your exam, everything is on your hands. Okay, so one thing is, keeping yourself mentally and physically fit is most important. So sleep well. So I will make another separate video on this, just to summarize all these points. You please make a note of it, because this is very important. Execution is the most important part, because the execution will ultimately give you rank, and that will give you a college. Okay, so that is very important. Obviously knowledge is very, very important. Anything you have learned, it will always be there with you, but ultimately you cannot just show knowledge to colleges. Okay, so you have to get a rank. I mean, that is very important. So I'm telling you, so you don't make some mistakes which you should not fall for some mistakes. Okay, so that's why I have made this video. and this is what. So for GATE 2022 people, all the best, and I'm planning to make DBMS videos soon, because I have made a community post also. So DBMS and operating system I was thinking, so I think most of the people voted for DBMS, so I'll start with DBMS only. So GATE 22 people, you don't have much time, so you don't have to watch it, okay? So you just go on with your revision. So anyone else who might think it's DBMS or operating system, please do vote. My personally, DBMS is my favorite subject since 11th standard, okay? So that's it. Bye, and I will make another video on preparation last 10 days, okay? So that's it. Bye, and take care.